the energy and the intent just felt different. The noise that rung around that ground because this is a Javi Simmons I needed my club to sign. I've got so many mixed feelings about Saturday's game because on one hand it was probably the best we've played in quite a long time. Yes, we conceded to a wonder goal and a mistake, but the energy and the intent just felt different. I feel like we dictated most of the play and there were lots of positives to take. But being Tottenham, of course, there were negatives too. To concede in that way, that late, to drop those points was... And it sort of felt like we gave everything and still didn't get the win. But aside from that last minute heartbreak, I did see signs. And after analysing our draw to Brighton, I've picked out these 3 players that I believe are going to be crucial to any survival hopes that we've still got. After a lengthy 3 months out with injury, Bentancur came in on Saturday, slotted right back into that centre of midfield with a familiar face in Bissouma. Listen, Bentancur has received his fair share of criticism over the years, and from me as well. And he is nowhere near the player or the athlete he was before the ACL injury. But on Saturday, that calmness and composure just oozed onto the pitch. Bentancur is probably the only midfielder that we've got that I trust to consistently receive the ball from deep, moving on the half turn, making stuff happen, or just recycling possession. Here he is in a 5v1 structure, occupying between the 2 lines of Brighton's press. You see him just receive it and calmly recycle. This composure and willingness to get on the ball deep is so vital in disrupting an opponent's pressing structure. Our players are erratic at the best of times, so having a soothing presence is really important. And here you can even see him literally telling Gallagher to calm things down. A final and really overlooked part of Bentancur's game as well is his willingness to cover defenders' positions. You can see him here dropping into right back to cover Pedro Porro. And on Saturday, both him and Bissouma would consistently drop into that back line and allow the defence to move around, the different patterns of play to be formed, and a major one against Brighton was Bissouma or Bentancur dropping in, allowing Udogie to go really high and wide, stretching the play. And that ultimately allowed Simmons to tuck in more, operate in the more central and half spaces, and you know how that ended up. And speaking of Javi Simmons cutting in off the left, the next pick was super simple, because this is a Javi Simmons I needed my club to sign. Does he still get shrugged off the ball too much? Yes. And does he still choose the wrong pass sometimes and overplay it too much? Also yes. But my God, can that boy play. Ball striking and just the innate ability to be able to trouble the keeper from any angle is so important and a really vital skill to have in any team. It's something we haven't really seen post Bale apart from Kane and Son. When games are going to be as tight and scrappy as we know they're going to be, it strikes like Simmons on Saturday that can really drag you out the mud, and they nearly did. I also love how Simmons demands where he wants his teammates to pass to. This is such a basic skill, but it's these little things that I feel like we've been missing all season. And finally, this selection's a little bit different because, honestly, I'm not even sure how much we'll see of him on the pitch. If we see him at all. But the noise that rung around that ground on Saturday when Maddison came out to warm up reached a decibel level that the ground hasn't seen in a long time, which says quite a lot actually. So like all of you, I am hoping that we see that boy back on the pitch. He is the most technically gifted player that we have at the club. A little moment of magic, a free kick, a perfectly crafted through ball could genuinely be the difference in us going down and staying up. And having him on the pitch in any scenario, any phase of play, literally skyrockets our technical ceiling. And I don't think it's just his ability on the ball that we're missing. He's clearly loved and respected in and around the club, in the dressing room and by the fans. And during this season, it really felt like we've lacked ownership and leadership and responsibility. I really think Amada's return to the pitch could galvanise these players, and I hope I am right. Looking toward the last 5 games of the season it's scary. West Ham held on for a draw last night at Selhurst Park, meaning right now we're 2 points behind them, and that's 2 points from safety. Their last 5 games, Everton, Brentford, Arsenal, Newcastle, then Leeds on the last day, and I cannot work out who's got better fixtures. it feels like time is slipping away and this running is going to be horrible. But I do think there is a chance of survival. A small one, but the sliver is there. And I do think that relies quite heavily on Bentancur, on Javi Simmons, and on James Maddison. So what do you think? Have you still got that little glimmer of hope, or have you completely given up? Do you agree with the player that I picked out, or we're done? As always, let us know down in the comments and be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Turn that notification bell on and we'll see you in the next one.